So the fight between Eubank Jr. and Conor Benn just concluded, and here's a quick recap of what went down. Now, it was nice seeing two individuals who genuinely hated each other go at it. No time was wasted with both men jumping at each other right from the beginning. Eubank, despite the rehydration clause, still looked massive compared to Conor Benn. With that being said, Conor Benn really had to reach out to land some punches against the bigger fighter. At the start, Eubank was calm, with Conor Benn being the clear aggressor. By round 3, Conor Benn landed a hook and Eubank definitely felt that. Now, we're not really sure how much the rehydration clause has affected Eubank, but this is still his native division, with Conor Benn jumping 2 weight classes. Despite the weight jump, however, and the rehydration clause, both men weighed in pretty much the same during fight night, with Eubank coming in at 169 and Conor Benn coming in at 165. By the second half, Eubank caught Conor Benn with a couple of great shots that definitely showed his reach advantage. By round 8, the crowd went wild with both men exchanging shots, and the action continued the following rounds. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, at around this time, I kinda stopped scoring and just started watching and enjoying the fight. During the championship rounds, it was an absolute slobber knocker with both fighters giving all they've got. Defense went out of the window, and it was just an overall crazy action-packed last round. The fight eventually ended with Eubank winning by unanimous decision, and despite the winner of this fight being promised an opportunity to face Canelo sometime next year, there is a rematch clause included in their existing contract, so we'll see what happens next. Okay, so now that the Eubank versus Benn fight is behind us, we now look forward to next week's Cinco de Mayo weekend festivities. The celebration will kick off on May 2nd in New York City and will be headlined by Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero, with Devin Haney versus Jose Ramirez, as well as Teofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barboza. Now, the celebration continues the following evening on May 3rd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, with Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull for the undisputed super middleweight championship. So even though this fight will be in the Middle East, North American fans ain't got nothing to worry about in terms of the time zone difference. It'll be broadcasted live the same usual time that we're all used to. As part of the agreement, Canelo Alvarez made a non-negotiable clause in the contract, which is that this fight needs and must be staged at the usual time, even if it means that he needs to fight early in the morning in Saudi Arabia. So with that being said, it'll be the usual Saturday night evening schedule for us here in the States and in Mexico, all while it'll be around 5 or 6 a.m. in the Middle East. Now, Cinco de Mayo weekend will conclude in Las Vegas on Sunday, May 4th, with Naoya Inoue taking on Ramon Cardenas. I made a video about all the things that you need to know coming into this year's Cinco de Mayo, so if you folks want to check that out for a more detailed report, which includes the time, the prices, all those things, go ahead and feel free to do so. But yeah, what were your thoughts about the Benn versus Eubank fight? Let me know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, please don't forget to click that like and subscribe button for more quick talks.